What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's having a great start of the week and weekend. So yeah, you guys wanted a breakdown of my Aussie dollar long that I took, I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday night, actually during Asia session, believe it or not. So yeah, I'm going to keep it simple, go through it, and I'm going to kind of play it back and show you what I was thinking before price entered this area of interest to take longs, and kind of just run you through what I was thinking and how I took trade and so on and so forth. Also, I have something that I want to share with you guys that may be struggling out there. So please stick to the end or skip to the end. It's up to you. But I think it's something that could help you. So let's get right to it. So if we start on, I'm just gonna pull this back. It's gonna be annoying. Please bear with my mouse too. It's being a little bit glitchy on me, so just bear with me here. But if we go on the daily, see what our higher time frame narrative is. Just take a look at this price action that we have here. Very simple. This EOF is very obviously bearish, right? We created our lower highs, lower lows. We've broken the lower low. So what are we expecting is a lower high, right? So if we are expecting a lower high, we're going to see if we can take something that, take a trade that we want to be part of the pullback. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, it's still early. I'm still drinking my coffee. So now if we go down to the 4 hour, we've tapped into this 4 hour here, right? And I believe it's a daily. Hold on a second. Something on the daily here. There's this big wick here. So this could be the point of return for the pullback. But anyway, let's go back down to the 4 hour. So we've had our change of character down the 4 hour. I would say structurally it's bearish, but we've had a small change of character here for the pullback, so we're just gonna follow that. 4 hour is currently bullish then. But this trade wasn't based off of that. It was purely based off the 15-minute, to be honest. But obviously, of course, I had the 4 hour mind because you gotta be aware of where you are in the 4 hour leg or range or what have you. So let's just go right down to the 15-minute. Now, actually, I'm going to pull this back. Let's pull it back to the here. All right, so what time was this? This was around New York session here, late New York. So I had this area of supply here, a weak area of supply here on the 15-minute, and I saw that we had a reaction and then a breakthrough. And I'm actually just going to go down to 5-minute because it's a lot cleaner, a lot clearer. You can see what's going on. You have this kind of area of supply here. Again, it's a weak area of supply, but it is an area of supply. So if you come back down, or come back here, we have a 5-minute flip, right? So we have the, there's my pen. We have the reaction to that supply, right? The pullback, and then we even get a push up, then reacting to this supply here, right? It creates its supply, reacts to that, pulls back, it fails, and then it breaks through, right? So that's our flip zone, right? It creates our new area of demand. This is something that I'm going to keep an eye on to take longs off of. Now, just because it's a flip, it doesn't mean it has to flip from there, right? So that's why we're going to use the lower time frame confirmation to be a part of it. So yeah, so once I saw that, plop that there, and then very simply, I'll pop my ray line there and add an alert. And now all I'm doing is I'm sitting back. I'm gonna go do stuff and wait till I get pinged. Once you get pinged, I'll come back to the chart and it's full focus mode on. And we're going to sit here until we see something or don't see something. So yeah, let's go back to 15. Just play it through. And also, let's break this down a bit. So we had this, let's say change of character here, right? Here. Okay, so we had a change of character, and now if we're looking at 15-minute, right, where our EOF is bullish, right? So we're expecting a higher low to be created, right? We just don't know where, right? It could have been here for all we know, but let's, yeah, we never know. See, I think we were all fooled, I think, at the beginning of trading, that we thought that trading is knowing what's going to happen next. But that could not be further from the truth, because the matter of the fact is nobody knows. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know if we're going to get an entry here. This should break because this high, this high is weak, but we don't know what's going to happen. So being a trader is not knowing what's going to happen, but reacting to what happens, right? When you see something happen, you know what to do, right? So it's like kind of getting in later after something has happened. But anyway, let's continue here. So we don't get the ping yet. All right, so there's a ping. So once she gets pinged, I'll go down to the 1 minute, and then very simple. All right, we're just gonna look for our flip, our chotch, and smash the grain. So let's just play this through a bit. Okay. Now, so we get our chooch to the downside, right? And then we get our chooch to the upside, okay? And now if we go down to the 15-second here, it's a little bit clearer. See, on the 1 minute, you can kind of see it. This wick kind of pops up, right? Reacts to the supply, comes down, and then breaks to the upside. But it's a little bit hard to see. So if we go down to the 15-second here, it's a little clearer. So we break this low, right? We close below. Okay, cool. And then what happens is we get this pullback. Then we have a break down, okay? And then this is in the fine details here. We have this area. That would be the area of supply. This candle comes up, wicks it, taps it, sorry, comes down, wicks the bottom, and then breaks up, right? So what's that create? That creates our flip, right? Creates a level of demand that takes over the supply, right? It takes over this supply, takes this supply, takes this supply. So it looks like to us at this point in time that demand is now in control. Okay, so of course we don't know for sure if this is the time, but we're getting signs that it is. So we're going to take advantage of that. So I plopped my entry right on there. I gave it some room, some buffer. There's 1.3 pip stop. Let's see. Okay, not going to see from here. Yeah, 1.3. Okay. So we'll just play this through here. Oh boy. Okay. And then we also we take out the supply as well. All right, so that's a good indication. This comes in, just barely taps. I'm not sure if it comes back and taps again. No, it takes off from there. So now we're in the trade. So if demand is now taken over, we should have the confidence that it's going to continue to break these highs, right? Because the expectation order flow, right, is bullish. So we have our higher high and then our higher low. We should be seeing these highs get taken out because this high didn't take out any structured low, right? Yes, it took out these lows, but that's not structured. These are just tiny little pullbacks, right? This is definitely made to be induced, right? Liquidity. Same with this guy here. This pullback here after the change of character. the EOF here would be bearish, right? But that doesn't make the 15-minute bearish. It just, this would be substructure. I messed up substructure, minor structure. I think this is substructure. So the EOF would be bearish, but obviously higher time frame, we're looking bullish. So we're gonna play that narrative. That being said, there's nothing wrong with taking shorts here. In fact, I was looking for shorts here, I just wasn't around. And I think it was pretty close to spread hours. So anyway, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. Let's just stick on to this trade. So once we get in here, I basically walk away. I set an alert here to take out 80% partials at the high here. And then I saw this level of supply up here, I believe. Nope. It's a 15-minute. I think it's just a wick. Yeah, it's just a wick. So, yeah. My goal for this, or my plan, was to take 80% here at the high, because we know that this high should be taken out. Sorry, we don't know, but we're expecting it could. And then I took full TP at the level of supply. So we get that exactly. So pullbacks, 80% off, and boom, out of the trade for 17.3 yard. And that's basically it. I followed my rules here. If you look to the right, by continuation, right? We had our higher time frame inducement, boom, right here. Higher time frame mitigation, boom, that's what we get here. We get our flip. Okay, let's go to 1 minute. All right, we had our flip down here with a chotch. It was on the 15-second, but nonetheless, we had our flip, chotch, smash the green, and that's literally it. I kind of feel bad that I'm gonna kind of end it there, but that's it is that simple, guys. And like I said, it's not about knowing what's gonna happen next. It's about knowing what to do to what happens next, right? So it's just about reacting to the market. And yeah, guys, that's that's it. So, you know, if you're really struggling to understand this, I get it. I totally understand. You know, it took me a bit of time to understand, you know, flips and all that stuff, and trying to piece it all together and understanding like what is structured. Like for me, that was such a hard thing to grasp. Not understanding order flow, but okay, like how do I know which low is structured? What do I know which high is structured? And you know, I have my tricks that I do to figure that out for myself. But really, at the end of the day, in order for you guys to get there, I promise you, it's just sticking with it. Like, just do not give up. Just keep on trying, because I'm telling you, everyone's journey is, we hear this all the time, but everyone's journey is completely different. We all have our own set of struggles, our own set of adversities, and it's really just time, right? So if you've already set your mind to, okay, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a full-time trader, all you got to do is put your time in, okay? Because if you already set that, it's almost like the Forex market is going to teach you what you need to know personally in order to get there, right? So for instance, many times in my journey, even still now, it still runs through my head sometimes. You know, I see some guys, they're just like, a lot of you guys, man, you're just killing it. Like, it's only been a year, if you think about it. Phantom's been around, and there's guys that have been here for months, and they're already killing it, right? And it's easy, even for us, to be like, holy shit, like, this guy comes in here, and 2 months later, he's killing it. It's like, what the hell? Am I an idiot? Like, how did this guy get it so quick? But what we don't know is, okay, yeah, that guy or girl might be consistent after 2 months, right? But we don't know what struggles they're gonna face later in the journey. I'm not saying they're gonna fail and like lose their consistency. They may be consistent forever and never have any like serious drawdown or what have you. But they're still gonna have trials, so to speak, that are gonna test them. You know, I've spoken to many really successful traders that still, you know, they have other things that they have to deal with that make them question trading or what have you. So it's really important that you don't compare yourself to somebody else's process, because whatever issues you're facing, you need in order to get to the next level, right? And you have to understand that that's going to happen for everybody, and we just don't know what that is for everyone, right? You know, I'll be open with you guys. For me personally, I grew up in a very restrictive religion, right? And like I was literally raised and in it, and I was taught nothing about the world, money, relationships, girls, nothing. I'm into girls, by the way, just so you know. So, and then one year I was like 25, 26 years old. I woke up and I was like, what the hell is going on? I need to like leave this, right? Actually, thanks to trading is the reason why I left, because it kind of opened my mind to the world and what was possible with money and dreams. It's like, oh my God, I can actually like do stuff. What? This is mind blowing. So I just went full throttle, and you know what? That was really difficult because I had to leave everything that I knew, everything that I was taught by my parents. God bless them. You know, my dad was just doing what he knew, what he thought was best, right? So gotta respect that. And he did a good job of it, obviously, because it was hard for me to leave. So I basically had to, I still am learning life all over again, so to speak, you know? So, because I had such a different train of mind, and my life was going this way, and this was like the real life. And I was like, whoa, this is a whole new world for me. So just dealing with those like psychological things was really difficult for me in trading, right? Being part of that religion, like making money, like if you were wealthy, it was kind of like looked down upon, right? So like for me, getting into something that's gonna make me wealthy, I felt super guilty for years about it. I was like, oh man, you know, I feel like a bad person doing this, but I love to do it. And it's like, who doesn't want to make lots of money, right? At the end of the day, that is why we're here. Is even though we all love trading, we didn't get into trading because we wanted to sit and do chart work all day. That's not why we did it. Come on, guys. Even though we do it, it's because we love it. We got into it to what? Freedom of time, and of course, the opportunity there is to make money. So a little bit of a rant there. Yeah, I couldn't stress that enough, guys. Just you're going to struggle, so just accept it. Just accept it and go through it, because I can guarantee you 100% if you quit, you're not going to make it there. So why? You might as well just scratch that option, because it's not going to happen. If you do that, it's not going to happen. So just keep putting in time, right? If you need to take a break, take a break. I had stretches of months that I took breaks. I would take breaks for months sometimes because it was just so mentally exhausting. So you got to take a break, do it. Just don't quit. Put in your time. It might be slower than someone else's. It might be quicker. Don't compare yourself to them. Just compare yourself to you. Yesterday, did you learn something new today? Yes, you're on the right track. That's it. So yeah, that's it, guys. I think it was more of a psychological explanation than the trade, but the trading part is so easy, guys. Right? We're just following order flow, and we're waiting for the market to show us what's going to happen next, and we go with it. Right? Demand takes over supply. Logically, what does that mean? Demand takes over supply. That should mean that demand is in control, right? So we just want to hop on that boat when it happens. So yeah, I think that's all I have to share, guys. Hope you have a good rest of the week and take it easy. Cheers. Now over here. It's still recording. Hi, how are you? I'm really good. Oh, you're kind of cute. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know how to stop recording. Oh, this is so awkward. Oh, there it is. Okay, love you. Bye.